myself a go-kart, and there is a lot of stuff wrong with it. So obviously this go-kart has a lot of wear and tear on it. My dad picked it up for $100. It was on Facebook for like not even an hour before we said, yeah, we want this. But she's got some issues. This is not even hooked up to the gas pedal. Brake pedal, I'm sure, is doing what it's supposed to. But the main issue I've got with this right now is the amount of rust that's in the tank. It's bad. So I gotta figure out how to get that off. I mean, I do got another gasket for here, so I'll end up doing it when I take this off is I'll just take it off here and then put the new gasket on, and I'll clean out the inside of this gas tank with the carburetor on top of it. Heck, I don't even know if it's got spark or not. I guess I should probably try to do this to see if it at least has spark. But, I mean, it turns over really nicely. And it's just, oh boy, and choke seized. Of course it is. That entire carburetor's probably junk. But let's just see if we got spark. Now we do got a kill switch here is what I'm guessing this is, and I'm not sure which one is on and off. So before we do anything, just want to see if this thing has spark, because I'm sure this thing uses points because it looks really old. It's just an old 3-horse. I mean, this riding alone looks much older than the one I got, and that's a 5-horse. I'm not sure what the oil's looking like. Well, if the oil's full, then we won't change it until we get this thing running, so we can get it all nice and heated up, and then we can drain it. But I'm going to check quickly for spark, and then we're going to figure out what to do with that carburetor. Okay, it ain't got no spark, so I'm going to take the spark plug out, double check it. I did use this though, so I'm just going to take this off before I tackle this. Sorry it's so loud outside. And just going to take this off, see if it uses points. If it does, dang it. Okay guys, so I've had a realization. This 3-horse is kind of junk, as you can see. But I got this 5-horse that I know will work. Oops, right into that. And I think I put the flywheel on wrong, because it's now making scraping noises now, and I don't know why. But I also need to put the ignition system I tried to put on there back on here and fix the carburetor tank gasket, because it was bad. I tried to make a new one. Kind of worked, but it leaked out this side, so I'm just going to make a new one that's better, put some silicone on there and wait for it to dry, so that way it'll work. And I'm going to have to get some rope to start this, because the recoil keeps breaking and I'm just done with it. So, with that said, I'm going to spend the next probably hour or two taking all the stuff that I tried to put on there back on here, making sure that this will fit on there. Then, I don't know, just spending way too much time trying to make this work, but this should work. I think the output shaft is the same size as that one, so it should bolt onto the centrifugal clutch, but of course there will probably be some difference in here. So when I take the engine off and put the new one on, I'll have this chain out ready so I can see how much I need to take off, if this 5-horse will even fit on here. But yeah, it's just, I don't understand why this didn't work, the original stuff. It's just the old coil was toast. But yeah, plus it's rusting in the tank, so I'm just not gonna bother with it. Plus 5 horsepower is more, and later down the line I will have more aftermarket support for a 5 horse, so I can get more power. So that said, let me get this done. Okay, so I did manage to get it to spark now, because I could hold on to it and I could feel a spark. Now I gotta work on getting this all nice and fixed up, and then I can take that engine off and get this all nice and good working. But I also have to figure out how I'm gonna spin it over. Yeah. Why is it rough right here? It'll work. But gotta tackle the carburetor. I'm not very good at videotaping while I'm doing that stuff, so just show you guys when it's done. Okay, so I don't think it's gonna leak, and I'm just also really want to get this thing running on the go-kart. But now what I gotta do is I gotta take the clutch off so I can remove the other bolts, then take the engine off. Now I might restore this for just a YouTube video, but if you guys really do want this, one of you guys want this, that's okay too. I'd be willing to sell it. It turns over freely, but it's got no spark and rust in the gas tank. But the main thing I'm concerned about is how loose this chain is. That is a really loose chain. The keeper is right here though, so I can shorten it if I need to when putting the 5 horse on. I also have to make sure that the clutch will slide onto the output shaft of the 5 horse. So that's what we're going to do right now, is take the clutch off and see if it'll fit on the 5 horse. Okay, I got the clutch off. Time to see if it'll fit. Just gonna... Okay, so it will fit. Just gotta get the original key out of here. And we should be good to go. This is going way too well. If you know me, most of the stuff I work on doesn't work this well. But I have a feeling it will. Now I did have to take the chain key off, which is fine, because I can, monkey around with that later. But I was able to keep all this stuff together. It's fantastic. Just gotta get that original key off, put it on, take the motor off, 3 horse, keep it maybe, I don't know, and put that in its place. Seems easy, probably won't be. Okay, so this is pretty much on. I just need to move it over a little bit more, but it'll work. Right now I'm getting engine bolts that hold it down off, and then I'll see what I need to do to get the 5 horse on, but it shouldn't be too much of a difference. Yeah, heck, even the throttle should hook up to the little throttle thing. I don't know what it's called off the top of my head, but might need to do this with that so the pedal returns, because if it doesn't, that's bad. I think the governor can do that as well, and that isn't a governed engine, so might not have to do that, but getting pretty close to slapping this thing on there. Alright, so I jumped ahead a little bit, got that off the motor, but the seat sits too far back for this to go on, so I'm just taking this off, which will take me a little while because the bolts are really rusty. I got one off so far, and that thing is just bad. So I'll see you guys in a little bit, so I can take this off, so this will actually go on. Besides, the seat needs replaced anyway, so it's probably a good thing that we're taking it off. Well, guys, we got quite a lot done today. We swapped out the old 3-horse with this 5-horse. Looking nice. I did test the kill switch. That works. Good motor. Pretty sure this will be fine. But this will be part 1 of this video. Part 2 will be coming out about maybe a week or so after I upload this video. But anyway, guys, I'll see you then. In the meantime, this has been Ford 360.